Hi there guys, it's me Michael V, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new PDP Classic Mortal Kombat arcade stick. We're going to take a look at it and compare it to the original PDP stick, and then we're also going to take a look at it and compare it to an actual Mortal Kombat arcade machine to see what are the differences between the two. To start this review off, the way these two sticks feel is extremely similar, almost completely indistinguishable. So if you're wondering about the ins and outs of this stick, go ahead and just take a look at the review of the original Mortal Kombat PDP stick that's also on my YouTube channel. The art on the new PDP Classic stick is meant to look like the original Mortal Kombat arcade machine. And to be completely honest, they've done an amazing job. It looks remarkably similar. It has the same feel as the original Mortal Kombat 1 machine and the same look as the original Mortal Kombat 1 machine. Just like the original machine, they have all the buttons labeled in accordance with the original Mortal Kombat layout of high punch, low punch, high kick, low kick, block, and run. Now of course Mortal Kombat 1 there wasn't a run button, but they fit it in there and it looks great. Of course we also have your R1 buttons and your L2 buttons, and the stick is labeled for the original Mortal Kombat with jump, flip, move, and duck. One of the bigger deals with the original PDP stick was that you could open it up, and that made it so it was easy to mod, also lets you take a look at the insides. Now this stick is made out of pretty much the same parts, but the thing is this stick cannot be opened like the original PDP fight stick. People have gotten used to the original Mortal Kombat fight stick, have gotten used to keeping their cord inside their stick, but because you can't open this stick up and the cord is still detachable, you always have to keep track of it no matter what. I was at the Nexus last night and I spent the entire time at the Nexus playing with this stick, and I have to say it feels amazing. It feels just like the PDP stick. It has the bat top grip and the concave buttons. See, I've heard people say, oh, I play with the Tournament Edition Street Fighter stick because I was raised in the arcades. I've heard these kind of phrases said before, and that's just silly, because if you're American and you were raised in the arcades, all your arcade machines had this bat top, and I've always preferred the bat top, and it's because I did grow up playing on bat tops in the arcades. For people who are seasoned veterans of other fighting games, I'm sure the positioning of the buttons would be a little bit awkward, but I have become so used to this positioning that I prefer it over any other possible positioning of buttons. Just like the original PDP stick, this classic stick also features the pillow on the bottom as well, so that when you have it sitting on your lap, it's extra comfortable. To be completely honest, the pillow is not something that you really notice that much, but that's also the point of the pillow, is that you don't notice the stick is on you. A big thing about this stick is that they both are very heavy sticks, but there's no doubt that this new stick is considerably more light than the original PDP stick. Of course, if you're talking about tournament scenes, lighter is better because you have to carry this thing around. When they were advertising this stick, they went over a lot of the details about the art, about the buttons on the inside, and one thing that they never mentioned but I really like is here on the back, every stick is individually numbered with this nice metal plate that it says, you know, Mortal Kombat Classic. This one is 3,550th out of 6,000 various sticks. Now the great thing about this stick is that it is built out of the same material arcade machines are. We're talking the plexiglass on top, hat buttons, so it feels like an arcade machine. See, most sticks out there are made out of plastic and they're strong, but at the end of the day it's still plastic. All of the Mortal Kombat machines, Mortal Kombat 1 through 4, were made out of this kind of wood, and it's really nice that they take the time, with both sticks really, to use the proper materials to make the controls feel as close to the original arcade machines as possible. So here we have an original Mortal Kombat 3 machine. Of course the art's going to be different because this is Mortal Kombat 1 art, but the stick is meant to be set up the same way. As we can see, we have the bat top joysticks, we have the traditional button layout, the coloring is accurate as well. As far as the actual controls are concerned, I feel that the sticks inside the Mortal Kombat machine are possibly of a better quality. Of course, this machine is, you know, it's more worn out because it's been played forever and this is a brand new stick, but the stick feels amazing on the PDP stick. But I don't know, this stick on the actual machine feels a little bit more solid. As far as the buttons inside of the machines, they're cherry switch buttons, so they feel great and it feels great on the PDP stick. They're absolutely perfect. The only major difference we have between the original Mortal Kombat machine and the PDP Classic stick is the spacing between the joystick and the buttons. If you look at the spacing here, we got probably a solid 3 inches, but if you look at the actual arcade machine, you really don't have much room for growth, maybe 1.5 inches. Of course, this was so that 2 people could stand next to each other. In all respects, the PDP stick is more comfortable for your hands, especially the fact that you're sitting down when you're playing. Your hands are going to feel more comfortable spread further apart. But other than that, that's the only real major differences between the PDP stick and an actual Mortal Kombat arcade machine. One thing to consider about this stick, in the same way that you had to consider it with the original PDP stick, is that because of the traditional Mortal Kombat layout, this stick is really only good for Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, and Mortal Kombat 9. So if you are getting this stick, it is definitely an investment that you're putting towards Mortal Kombat, and it's not going to be a stick that I think you'll be able to use on a lot of other fighting games. I haven't played with this stick for months like I have with the original PDP stick, but I can say it feels pretty much the same. It's kind of crummy that you can't open up the top and store your cord in there. However, it's really nice that this stick is considerably lighter, but still every bit as sturdy as the original stick over here. So because the stick is lighter, because the art is beautiful, and it has this original Mortal Kombat layout, and the bat top and everything is built to standard to an arcade machine, I'm going to give this stick a 8 out of 10.